Hello and welcome to Jurisedge Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the important case laws for the month of March 2023. This video is particularly relevant for people who are preparing for CLAT PG examination. We've also previously made videos month-wise talking about the important cases that you need to read for CLAT particularly. So let's start and see the first important case that came out in the month of March. So the first case is the judgment of Icon Education Society versus State of Madhya Pradesh. It's a very important two-judge bench decision on Article 30 of the Constitution of India, which deals with minority rights. So in this case, the court was again re-emphasizing on the nature of minority rights and the freedom that they enjoy. In furtherance of that, the court said that a minority educational institution cannot claim complete immunity from fee regulation by saying that they are protected under Article 30, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India. So the court permitted the regulatory committee to approve the fee structure of this minority institution despite them having the minority status under Article 30 of the Constitution. The court also cited the landmark judgments of PA Namdar and TMA Pai while discussing and delivering this judgment. Now coming to the second important case, we have the judgment of Anoop versus Union of India. It is also a very important judgment on a very pressing constitutional matter. So in this constitution bench judgment, the Supreme Court was interpreting Article 324 of the Constitution of India, which deals with the election commissioners and their appointment. So in this case, the court interpreted Article 324, and the court was of the opinion that since Parliament has not made any law so far, it is important that the office of election commissioners, the appointment to it, are done in a fair manner. So the court has said that unless the law is made by Parliament, election commissioners are to be appointed by the President of India on the advice of a committee consisting of the Prime Minister, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, or if he is not there, then the leader of largest opposition party, and the Chief Justice of India. So you can see that this judgment is very important because the office of election commissioner is one of the important offices under the Constitution, and since this relates to the appointment to that office, this becomes a very important judgment. Now, before we move further, we have courses on CLAT PG. So if you're preparing for this exam or any other LLM entrance exam, you can check the courses out from our website or from the link given in the description box. Now, coming to the third important judgment for March, we have the case of Union of India and others versus Mrs. Union Carbide Corporation. Now, this judgment relates to the Bhopal gas tragedy of the 1980s. So in this case, a 5-judge bench has dismissed the curative petition which sought to reopen the settlement with the UCC to claim additional compensation for the victims of BGT 1984. So in this case, the central government has petitioned to the court via a curative petition, asking the court to look into granting additional compensation claimable against the UCC. So in this case, the court has dismissed the curative petition and found that the central government was at fault for not taking out insurance. And after approximately 4 decades, it is not possible under the jurisdiction of curative petition to address this query. So the court has held that settlement can be set aside only on the ground of fraud. But since no ground of fraud has been pleaded by the government, the court could not grant the remedy under the curative petition. Coming to the next important case for March, we have the judgment of Premchand versus State of Maharashtra. This is an important judgment on criminal law. It's a 2-judge bench decision in which the court has summarized the settled principles with respect to Section 313 of CRPC, which deals with the power to examine the accused. So this portion becomes relevant for your CLAT examination, even though the judgment is not that lengthy. The concept of examination of the accused by the court does become relevant. Coming to the next judgment, we have the case of Orissa Administrative Tribunal Bar Association versus Union of India. In this very important 2-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has interpreted Article 323A of the Constitution and the Administrative Tribunals Act, because in this judgment, the issue was with respect to the abolishing of the State Administrative Tribunal in Orissa. So the court has held that Article 323A does not preclude the union government from abolishing as it is, and it has also upheld the notification issued by the central government to abolish the Orissa Administrative Tribunal. So this could be said to be an important case on the issue of tribunals and of course on administrative law. Now, coming to the last judgment for the month of March, we have the judgment in Ashwini Kumar Upadhya versus Union of India. Now, another important decision on a constitutional matter. So, in this two-judge bench decision, the Supreme Court has dismissed the plea to rename places named after Muslim rulers. So, in this case, the court has emphasized and again clarified what the objectives of the Indian Constitution and the preamble are. The court has said that India, that is Bharat, in terms of the preamble, is a secular country, and the court cannot direct any such plea to be enforced. The court also said that the governance of Bharat must conform to rule of law, secularism, and constitutionalism. So, this indeed is an important judgment because it deals with the objectives of the Constitution and the concept of secular country, rule of law, and constitutionalism in India. So this brings us to the end of our monthly update for March. If you liked our video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.